Hi there, and welcome to Walk a Bandana Man. Today's hike is another beautiful coastal route, circumnavigating the cliff tops around Portal Bays and the Cap de Figuera. You can either start from the bus stop at Sol de Mallorca or at parking Playa de Mago. From the start, we cross all the bays of the Portal Bays area, visit the caves, gain a cliff top path that lead us all the way to the Cap de Figuera via Cala Figuera. Pick up another path with stunning sea views all the way to the old military zone. From there we'll make our way back to the car. This beautiful coastal route of 2 or 3 hours not only has stunning views of Palma Bay, but also of the flotilla of passing and visiting boats. So, let's get out there. Portal Bays is a small hamlet in the southwest of the island with under 50 inhabitants. It lies just below Sol de Mallorca and is about 12 kilometres south of Magaluf. It has 3 or 4 calas or bays within the vicinity of the village. Cala del Reyes, Cala Mago, which is a registered nudist beach, and the Portals Vells, which is the largest of the calas, with some interesting caves a few minutes around on the headland. It has some beautifully positioned houses and a marina. The sea is turquoise and extremely clear. If you decide to use public transport, this is the final stop of the 105 bus route to the Sol de Mallorca. It also has a car parking area, albeit a bit run down. On leaving the bus stop, we will see a sign for the Abagunda Mallorca. Follow this. A few minutes later, we will come to a road junction. We need to head straight over and continue down the hill. In about 5 or 6 minutes, we will reach a set of steps. We descend these and turn right at the bottom. Shortly, we will see another set of steps on our left leading down to the first beach, Cala del Reyes. We need to cross this and ascend out the other side. So we're now descending into Cala Mago. I think you need to be aware that this is a nudist beach, so just be prepared when you're going to cross it. So, after leaving Cala Mago, 2 or 3 minutes, you'll find yourself descending into the Portal Bays area, Cala Portal Bays. Now, Cala Portal Bays is a lot bigger than the other two that we've just come across, and it has about 3 different inlets to it. So our plan is to cross all the inlets, get onto the clifftop path in the background there, and carry on to the caves. After just climbing out of the last of the inlets of Portals Bays, we're along the clifftop path now, going to the caves. 2 or 3 minutes. And after about 12 minutes or so, you should arrive at the Cuevas de Portals Bays. Let's go in, have a look. How and why the caves were formed are uncertain. There are a few different stories pertaining to their origin. One of the most evocative, although less likely, involves Genoese sailors who survived a fierce storm at sea and decided to offer a statue of the Virgin Mary to the first area of safe landing in gratitude. It is said that it was these who carved the original altar. Some believe the caves hold traces of the Knights Templar. Whether these legends are true or not, we now know that the Marès sandstone was extracted from these actual quarries to assist in the building of Palma Cathedral and the Church of Santa Eulalia in Palma. So after retracing our steps back from the caves for about under a minute, there's a definite path on our left hand side that ascends. This is the one we must go up to gain the clifftop path. Yeah, it's a bit of a myriad of paths here, but I think the general rule is to go up a bit, go along as far as you can, go up a little bit more and along as far as you can, and gradually you'll get to the cliff top. Within about 5 minutes you should be on the top overlooking the bays. Okay, we're on the cliff top path now, and we just passed the caves on the bend, and we have a beautiful view of the Bay of Palma and the Tramontana in the background. Several areas along this footpath gives you the opportunity to break off and take some photos from the cliff edge. Just be careful, and you can see right over to the Bay of Palma. Once we're on the clifftop path, our objective is to carry along it until we reach the headland over there in the distance, which has the lighthouse and the communications mast. But first we need to go down and out the other side of Cala Figuera. Ten or 12 minutes along the clifftop path, we will reach this major track junction here. We need to take the left fork. If you go right, that will take you inland considerably. So we need to go down there, and in a minute or so's time there should be another track junction, and we will take the right. So as I said, about a minute down to come to another track junction here. We need to carry on right. If we go left, we can go down to a cove called Cala en Beltran. It's quite a dramatic cove which needs to be admired from above, I'm afraid. Well worth a couple of minutes down. So taking this right-hand path will allow us to circumnavigate the inlet from Cala na Beltran. So after about 6 minutes from the last track junction, you hit this fork in the path here. If you go right, it takes you inland where you can cross the stream valley to gain the headland, but up near a set of pylons. If you take the left fork here, it'll take you down into Cala Figuera, and that's the way we need to go. So here we are approaching Cala Figuera. Cala Figuera from this side just needs to have a bit of care taken on its approach. On reaching it, you find, yeah, it's a bit scruffy. There's lots of flotsam and jetsam in here, so I think we'll just move on and get onto the headland. A couple of minutes up the path, we'll look into the actual bay, and it's very, very attractive. Little bit of coastline there. A couple of minutes after ascending out of Cala Figuera, we will reach this service road to the headland. We turn left up there. After picking up the road, 5 minutes down the road, it makes a dramatic swing left into a complex which has the lighthouse, the communications tower. We want to go straight ahead, join the coastal path west. So we are now on the clifftop path. It's a well-defined clifftop path going west with beautiful sea views. We're on it for some time. Let's just enjoy it. A couple of minutes up the track to our left, you can see a rather dilapidated old watchtower held up by acrojacks. Oh dear me. As you can see, the path we're walking on at the moment is quite well defined, and it runs parallel with the cliff top. At any time you can take a couple of minutes excursion over to the cliff if you want to take some photos, but I think this path will be joining it and then going away from it several times. And here we have quite a dramatic bit of coastline, quite beautiful actually. And all the way along this coastline you can see bushes that have been sculptured by the wind. So after hugging the coastline on the path the last 25 minutes from the Cap de Figuera, it takes a bit of an inland turn now to about a few hundred meters from the coast. After about half an hour of walking from the Cap de Figuera, we get to this track junction here. Left I think goes to the cliff top, right goes inland a little bit but still follows the cliff line, and we're going to go straight across there. We're going to go across through to those trees where we'll get a dramatic view of the coast. And here we come up to the cliff line again. What about that? How beautiful is that? Right out to the archipelago, the little island. Fantastic. From this viewpoint here, our objective is to ascend until we can get on top of those cliffs up there. After about 35 minutes, here's another track junction. I think the left just takes us to the cliff. We need to just bear right here, up there. Looks like we're just winding our way through some bushes here on this earthen track, but still quite well defined. It's going to just take us up parallel with this cliff edge. After about 40 or so minutes, track comes in from the right again, and I think our track goes straight across. Quite significant junction. After about 45 minutes, you'll come to this fence. You need to go through the piece that's open and go straight across. We're now moving along this old military road. That's all I can describe it as, really. The Land Rover track, and we should be able to get a bit of distance up now. Let's go. About 3 or 4 minutes down the track, the Land Rover track wants to bend left. I think what we'll do is drop off right here and join the path here in the forest, which was going in the same direction as the track originally was. And we should come across an old barracks of some description in a few minutes. 2 or 3 minutes after leaving the Land Rover track, probably just 2 minutes, we come across this old, which looks like an old garrison hut here. I think we need to skirt around the right of this. Out the back of the garrison hut there's another fence with a piece out of it. We can cross it here. If we turn left up this old road, we'll come to a road junction, and then we can turn right to lead us back to a big hairpin that turns left, and there we'll reassess what we do. So now at that road junction, we can either take this old military road down to our objective, which is the hairpin bend, or alternatively we can take this track and we should come to the same place, hopefully. I'm going to take the track. And after a few minutes down from that track junction, we do indeed hit the road. We need to turn right. And after a couple of minutes from getting on the road, we come across the hairpin and we need to shoot off right, just here. And within a couple of minutes we'll hit the main road. We have a choice here. One of the roads goes to Portal Vells and the other goes to Playa de Mago. If you've left your car at the car park El Mago, then that's the way we need to go, down there. This newly surfaced road will lead us to the Playa El Mago car park a couple of minutes from the start of our walk. The road is just under a kilometre long, so it should take about 12 minutes back to your car. This walk has been extremely enjoyable and is not too difficult, with great views out to sea for most of the way. By the time you have finished, you would have covered about 10 kilometres in distance. If this is your type of walk, then probably you would like to join me on another one in the near future.